Here's interesting. This is running rampant in my squad right now. Any advice on investing in the stock market while in the Air Force? What should I do with my stock SWAT at BMT? That's a good question. That is a good question. I never thought about that in that vein because obviously, those who are tracking GameStop, AMC, Bitcoin, Dogecoin, everyone it's all the rage. Everybody's on Robinhood and Fidelity and Vanguard and all these different platforms, buying and selling, buying and selling, buying and selling. Shorting and trying to take advantage, and the hedge funds are doing whatever they want to do, and we gotta take the power back. Cool, cool. As long as you're aware of the risk. Warren Buffett always says you never, when you invest in something, first of all, you never invest in anything you don't want to know everything about. And secondly, when you're buying something, you're buying to hold it, and you hold it until it drops to zero. Now, of course, there's a lot of middle ground in terms of, do you want something to go to zero? Some people will say, oh, it'll never go all the way. It'll never drop that low. It'll never go that high. Like everybody kind of operates in that middle ground, assuming that their stock is not going to go down and it's only going to go up, but it won't go too high, and then they'll sell too soon. And it's a back and forth. It's a pendulum of irrational decision making. But this is a great question as it relates to BMT. Should you sell your stocks before you go to basic trading, or should you just let them go rampant and possibly drop to zero, or possibly go crazy high and jump, and you don't get a chance to sell and take advantage of the dividends or what have you? I don't know. I personally, I'm a fan of the slow and steady wins the race. I'm not a huge fan of quick money. It worries me. Anything gotten quickly is usually lost quickly, because you don't have the same value for it that you would have had if it took you years to get it. I'm a huge fan of TSP, Roth, traditional, variation of both. I'm a huge fan of Roth IRA, something that grows tax-free essentially. So you pay taxes on it immediately, and then it grows tax-free. Or traditional IRA, where it grows and you pay taxes only after you take it out. So you lower your taxable income essentially by using a traditional IRA. I'm not a tax expert. I'm not a investing expert by no means. I'm not a guru on none of this stuff. I don't chase AMC. I don't chase GameStop. I am curious about it because it has me curious, just because everybody around me is doing it. And I'm like, peer pressure will it overcome my person? Do I let peer pressure overcome me and I just partake? So it's interesting. I'm watching it. But as it relates to basic training, I would invest in something long term. That's what I would do. If I'm going to basic training, you're not going to have your phone, you're not going to have access to a computer. You won't be able to just constantly monitor a stock and saying, oh, this just shot up $20. Dogecoin just hit $50. Moonstar, whatever it is, just hit $100, and I'm a trillionaire now, and I got to sell it. I got to hurry up and sell it. You're not going to have those options to sit there and just hold your phone and monitor stuff. You won't be getting notifications of anybody who has Dogecoin. We're going to give you your phones for the next hour so you can buy, sell, whatever you need to do. No, it's not going to happen. So I would invest in something long-term. Roth IRA, index fund, mutual fund, TSP, something like that. That first of all, it grows on its own. Especially like the S&P 500, it grows historically at like 8%, something like that, 7-8%. Historically, it's always trending up. So why not? It's stable. It still has risk, but it's less risk than one of these cryptic currencies or trying to short a stock or trying to squeeze a stock. Well, whatever they're doing, because of course I'm watching it myself and I'm curious myself. But when I start investing my money into it, that's a whole different thing. So, I would invest in something a little bit more stable, something a little bit more conservative. Make sure you have your savings intact first. Like, I'm not a huge fan of just buying and selling. It's too much. Especially depending on the fees associated with whatever platform you're using. A lot of people are just losing money. Some people do make money. There are some people out here that are actually making money from all these different ways of buying and selling. Cool. But most people are losing money. Like the casino. Some people do make money, but most people are losing money. So it's just something about invest in long-term investments. The only difference between gambling and investing is the variable of time. And a lot of people think, gambling is so volatile and dangerous, and people lose their entire life savings, lose their marriage, lose their family. because of gambling. Well, investing has a lot of the same risks associated with it. The only difference in between investing in time or investing in gambling is time. Gambling happens very quickly. Investing happens over time. So historically speaking, you're not going to win with gambling. Gambling with the stock market, you're not going to win. The house will win. So just keep those things in mind. Invest in long term. Wisdom will tell you money does not come quickly. It's not kept when it comes quickly. You want to invest in something that is structured, foundational. So hope that helps.